Hi, this is Jennifer Schlickburn from Game Brain Podcast. I'm the Game Pioneer, and I'm here to talk with you about my thoughts on Anno 1800. Be sure that you read the About for the channel so that you'll get some understanding of where I'm coming from. I do want to express my deep and sincere appreciation for the people that have subbed to me. You don't know how much that means to me. You know, I grew up in the 60s, and in the 60s, girls and women, had no say or very little say, and Black people had very little say. So if you're a female Black woman during those times, or Black girl, you're basically invisible. And so now to have, I don't know, something like 70, I'm like, wow, man, 70 subs. Yeah, I'm cooking with gas, y'all. It really means a lot to me. So on to my thoughts about Anno 1800. I have played it now several times. 2-player and 3-player. I'm not sure what the game's going to look like for a player, because it's going to be like a knife fight in a phone booth, as people say. But the 2 and 3-player games have been very good, very interesting. Even though when you first open up the game, it looks like, you're supposed to build this to make that, to build this to make that. And then, you end the game with all your victory points. Except it's not that. I would say there is no way that you can build all of the stuff, right? But at the same time, you are given cards in your hand that you must. Well, I guess you don't have to fulfill them, but you want to fulfill them. And those cards, will have you looking to get different products. The thing is that you can build, what makes the products, or you can trade for the products. And that's what makes the game interesting, and that's what brings the tension into the game. Unlike many of these types of games, the player, with the most, or a certain number of points, or a certain number of rounds, or a certain amount of money ends the game. Not here. The game doesn't end the game. The game rules don't end the game. The player end the game. So when a player runs out of cards, the game is over. Now, that player gets a 7-point bonus, but that may not be enough to win. In fact, it's not. Trust me, I've tried it. So the tension is to, well, am I better off rushing, or am I better off building? And I think some of the skill in the game is going to be about looking at your hand, your original hand that you're dealt, and figuring out, is this a rush hand or is this a build hand? And then if you do make that kind of decision, keeping an eye on what everyone else is building, so that particularly as a rush player, you're not going to be able to build out hardly everything. And so you're going to be probably looking at building ships to get more trade tokens so that you can finish off your hand with the least amount of investment. If you're a builder, though, you're probably looking for change. You'll still need ships, but you might be using those ships more for exploration in the new world, or getting, bonuses on the tiles from the old world. So, there's a lot in this game. I'm not going to say that it's as good as Brass. And it's certainly not as vicious or brutal as Age of Steam, but it's still really good. And I in my first video about this, I said Does it have some of that Martin Wallace magic? Well, I think it does. I think it does. And, I don't know about reviewing a game because my game tastes are very strange, as the game brain guest can tell you. But I really like this game. So, there was a question in the comments about when will this be out in English? This game, as far as I know, will be out sometime between January and April. I've heard as early as January, and I've heard as late as April. You can try to get it on Philbert or philbertnet.com, or Amazon.de. The game components are all language independent, and in the game rules forum for the game, there are English rules posted. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much, and do have a wonderful day.